One of the areas that we need to make sure that we take care of business in is the workplace. How we serve, the diligence we use, etc. When I think about that, I think about the setting in Luke chapter 16, where Jesus talked about the rich man, and he talked about how an individual handled his business wisely. He went on to say there how that the children of the world are the children of mammon. He says, make friendship with them because they're wiser than the children of God. He says in Luke 16, verse 8, that the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. He's not talking there about sin. He's dealing with how they function in the world and in taking care of their business. He goes on to say, verse number 11, if you have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to you, to your trust, the true riches? And if ye have not been faithful in that which is another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? What this passage is conveying is that we as children of God, God has for us stuff, riches in heaven and in this world. But if we don't take care of business of the natural world, of mammon, God is not going to give you the true riches and stuff that already has your name on it. In other words, I'm going to dumb it down for me that you gotta be a businessman. You gotta take care of your business. There's folks that wanna have their own business. They wanna have a 200, 300, God has blessed me to have about a $300 million business. But I remember when I had an assignment, my first assignment out of college. And when my boss came back from being out of town for 2 weeks, and he wanted to see my lab book, I worked harder when he was gone than when he was there. I would work till 10 o'clock at night running tests. And when he looked at my lab book, he said, man, did you really do all of this? And I said, Ralph, of course. And he said, how late did you stay? And I said, to about 10 o'clock each night. And he said, why? I said, because you were gone. I had to cover my work and your work. I had to make sure that this lab still ran right. Boy, he looked at me differently. And then I started getting promotions, moving to New York, running a plant, moving to Texas, moving to Indianapolis. The reason why I progressed in business was because I took care of the business that I had. He says, in this generation, the children of mammon are wiser than the children of light. I have seen so-called saints that they go to work and they're late. Can you imagine that? A child of God late for work? And then they're late every day. And then they'll be talking about, I want to have my own business one day. Yeah, right. It'll be your own business because God won't be involved in it because you didn't take care of your business. If you want God involved, you have to take care of business now. And then what he said, if you take care of that which is another man's, then I'll give you what is yours. Let me go forward, fast forward, Harrison Ford. I remember one day when we only had 3 guys working there. Me, my partner Joe Ford, and a warehouse manager. And the men's restroom overflowed. Somebody did whatever they did and caused it to overflow. And it wasn't just liquid that was overflowing. It was stuff that floats, right? I come in and it's running out into the hallway. Now I know it wasn't me And so it has to be my partner or the warehouse manager, probably. I'm looking at this. It didn't even cross my mind who caused it. We didn't have a mop and bucket. I ran to the store, got a mop and bucket, and cleaned it up. When folks seen that, that became folklore at Harrison Ford. That when the toilets overflowed, I went and got a mop and bucket, President Harrison Ford, and took care of business. I can tell you that God judges things like that as being faithful. There was no job at the company God gave me that was beyond me doing. And like I said, after we went the first 5 months, it didn't make a dime. We ended the first year, 1.8 million, the second year, 6.5. Then we jump up to 10, 13, we jump to 18, 25, and now we're approaching $300 million. If you take care of your business in whatever assignment that you have, then God will give you your business that is His assignment for your life to have. Your lifelong assignment. God bless you.